everybody, and welcome to my heart studio. My name is Ana-La-Rai, and I'm with Sparkles of Love. And today my guides have asked me to do our video from my heart studio. It's where I do my art. My husband named it. It's for her art. And you can see I've got all my paints out here and supplies and canvases and drying stations. It is very messy, as you can tell by my sweatshirt and the mess and everywhere. And but what's awesome is that it's really my creative space. I also do photography. I used to do a lot of jewelry making. And I've always loved doing something like that, but it's only recently I understood why it's so important, and that's what I want to talk to you about. So when you have a creative outlet, whether it is woodworking or painting or baking or gardening or whatever your creative outlet is, what happens is a few things happen energetically that are really important. And I know people get busy and they don't make time for themselves, but this is important. So when you move into that creative space, what happens is time kind of stops. You know, I know when I come out here to the Heart Studio, I completely lose time. I have no idea how many hours have gone by. And I can remember the expression, you know, starving artist. Well, you're not starving because you can't sell your art. You're starving because you forget what time it is and you don't eat, because you just lose all this time. So, and when you go into that space of losing time, it's a really good thing. Your mind settles, the chatter stops, and you're focused on something that's coming from your heart, whatever it is. However, you get to be creative. And recently, Lady Isa shared with me in the New Moon Creation session on creativity that the fastest way to move into the flow is through creativity. So what happens is when you come in, so when I come in here and I put on the music and mix my paints and then start painting, I move into what they call the flow. And many of you have probably heard of that expression before. And what it is, or what my experience of it is that it's when everything is going your way. It's like you are on a raft or a canoe on a river, and it's just flowing, everything's going by, and it's beautiful. You need no effort. Everything that you need comes to you. And some of you have had experience of that in your life, and it's amazing. I know I've had it, and it's absolutely amazing. So you don't feel like you're struggling with anything. And so this is why creativity is so important, is that it's the easiest way to move into that energetic state of flow. And so and when you do it with your heart, you can end up making beautiful things. Like here's one of the tiles I did last week that I really love, that turned out really beautiful. Now I'll be honest, I even move into the flow and have fun when they don't turn out. And I have a lot that don't turn out. And it's not that you don't sometimes get a little frustrated, but it's still fun. And when it's fun, when something's fun, you open your heart and all this beautiful loving energy comes out. And being in the state of flow makes your life, reach here, way easier. Because when you're in the flow in one part, it's like the flow goes everywhere. And the funny thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you do an example of one of my paintings here. I'm just going to do a little Christmas ornament because that's nearing that time. And this is called acrylic fluid art. But the thing that I love, I've never called it that. I've always called it flow painting. And it isn't until this moment that I realized it's because I go into the flow and the paint flows. So I have some colors mixed up. I'm just going to do a couple of little colors here real fast and show you. But when you go into that creativity, whatever it is, and it doesn't mean that your art or whatever you're doing creatively even has to work. It doesn't matter. But you go in and it's a play space. And it's not about what you have to do or how much you have to accomplish. It's really, really, really about the play. And I love to play out here. And as you can see, for me, totally messy, but that's okay. Because I get to move into my space of creativity. And what I do when I come out here, because in the new moon we created pods, I call on my creativity pod and all my guides that help me with art. Okay, so I've got my colors on, I have my base paint, I'm now going to put my cell activator, and then I'm going to blow and hope it works. So just 1 second. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and now I'm going to spin it because that just helps the paint go. And usually it flies all over, as you can see by my shirt and the walls in here. But at the end of the day, I end up feeling amazing. Because when I come out of my heart studio, no matter whether I have done 10 paintings that have worked or none, because there are some days where none of them are ones that I would want to keep, I am in that state of flow. I have reached an energetic state of creativity that allows my energy to be higher and more fun. So here's what it turned out like. Not crazy about all the gold brown in the center, but somebody will love it. Well, thank you for being here, and I would really encourage you to find a creative space in your life. Whatever it is, find something that makes your heart happy, that puts you in that space where there is no time and life flows. Bye for now.